Imagine owning your dream home for a fraction of its market value. Sounds too good to be true? Well, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey that could potentially turn this dream into reality. Picture this: a world where home ownership isn't just for the wealthy, where the dream of having your own little corner in the world doesn't have to break the bank. Intrigued? Of course you are. Welcome to the world of tax deeds. But first, we need to understand the basics. What are tax deeds? Well, let's dive in, shall we? In simple terms, a tax deed is a legal document that grants ownership of a property to a government body when the property owner fails to pay their due property taxes. So, imagine this. You have a beautiful home, but for some reason, you're unable to pay your property taxes. Now, the government isn't too thrilled about this. They need those funds to provide public services, like roads, schools, and emergency services. So what does the government do when those taxes remain unpaid? They place a lien on your property. That's like a big red flag waving over your house, signifying that you owe money and the house is the collateral. Now, if this lien remains unresolved and the taxes are not paid within a certain period, the government takes a more drastic step. They gain ownership of your property through a tax deed. This isn't an ideal situation for the homeowner, but it's a necessary step for the government to recover the owed taxes. But here's where things get interesting. This is where we, the savvy investors, step into the picture. The government isn't in the business of owning homes, so they sell these tax deeds to the public, often at auctions. This is known as a tax deed sale. And the best part? You can often purchase these properties for less than their actual value. Imagine owning a home for a fraction of its market price. It's like finding a designer dress at a thrift store. But remember, not all that glitters is gold. Like any investment, purchasing tax deeds comes with its own set of risks. It's not just about bidding and winning, it's about doing your homework, understanding the property, the local laws, and being aware of any additional liens or debts. If these taxes remain unpaid for a certain period, the government can sell the property to recover the owed amount. And that, my friends, is the crux of tax deeds. This is where tax deed sales come in. These are public auctions where you can bid on properties. Let's dive into the process. When a property owner doesn't pay their taxes, the local government tries to recover the owed amount by putting the property up for auction. This is known as a tax deed sale. Now you might be wondering, how does one get involved in these auctions? Well, it starts with doing your research. Many counties have websites where they list upcoming tax deed sales. You can often find information about the properties, including location, size, and even photographs. The next step is to register for the auction. Each auction has its own specific registration process, but typically you'll need to provide some basic information and may need to deposit a certain amount to show you're serious about bidding. The actual auction can be quite thrilling. Bidders gather, either in person or online, and the auctioneer begins the bidding at a set minimum price, usually the amount of the owed taxes. As each bid is placed, the price increases until no more bids are made. The highest bidder is then declared the winner. But remember, winning the bid doesn't mean you own the property yet. You'll need to pay the full bid amount, usually within a specific time frame. The payment can often be made in cash, by check, or through a wire transfer. Once your payment is received and processed, you are then issued a tax deed for the property. This deed gives you ownership rights to the property, and voila, you are now a property owner. However, keep in mind that in some states, the original owner may have a redemption period during which they can repay their tax debt and reclaim their property, even if it's been sold at a tax deed sale. So it's crucial to understand the laws and rules in the area where you're buying. Win the bid, and the property is yours, often for much less than its actual value. This is the allure of tax deed sales, the chance to own property at a fraction of its market value. But remember, with great potential reward comes risk. So, tread wisely, do your homework, and happy bidding. But like all investments, there are risks. The world of tax deeds isn't just a treasure trove waiting to be plundered. It's a wild jungle, teeming with unseen dangers. And like any seasoned explorer, you need to be well prepared before you venture in. First on the list of potential pitfalls is the existence of other liens or debts on the property. When you purchase a tax deed, you're not just buying a house or a piece of land. You're also inheriting all the financial obligations that come with it. This could be anything from unpaid utility bills to second or third mortgages. These debts don't just disappear when the property changes hands. They become your responsibility. Then there's the risk of property condition. The sad truth is, if a homeowner can't afford to pay their property taxes, they probably can't afford to maintain their property either. This could mean costly repairs or renovations before the property is fit for use or resale. And let's not forget about the legal complications. Every county, every state has its own rules and regulations around tax deed sales. Some might offer a redemption period, allowing the former owner to pay their dues and reclaim their property even after the sale. Others might require you to go through a quiet title action to clear any doubts about the property ownership. Lastly, there's always the risk of overbidding. In the heat of an auction, it's easy to get carried away and bid more than a property is worth. This is why it's so important to set a budget and stick to it. So yes, tax deeds can be a golden opportunity for savvy investors, but they're not without their shadows. The key to success is to tread carefully, armed with knowledge and a healthy dose of caution. It's crucial to do your homework, research the property, understand local laws, and be aware of any additional liens or debts. Because in the world of tax deeds, fortune favors not just the brave, but the well-prepared. Tax deeds can offer incredible opportunities, but they also come with challenges. Let's delve into the pros and cons. Starting with the pros, tax deeds can be a goldmine for savvy investors. They offer a chance to purchase properties for significantly less than their market value. That's a substantial upside. Furthermore, the rate of return can be rather high, especially when compared to more traditional forms of investment. You can either flip the property for a quick profit or rent it out for a steady income stream. The choice is yours. However, all that glitters is not gold. There are cons to consider. For starters, tax deed sales are not for the faint-hearted. They require a significant amount of research and due diligence. You need to understand local laws, inspect the property condition, and be aware of any liens or debts associated with the property. Additionally, there's a risk that the property may not be as valuable as you initially thought. The property's condition and location, market fluctuations, and even changes in community planning can affect the property's value. Another significant downside is the waiting period. In many jurisdictions, the original homeowner has a redemption period where they can repay their tax debt and reclaim their property, even after a tax deed sale. This means you might have to wait for a while before you can take full ownership of the property, and there's always a chance you might not get it at all. Lastly, tax deed investing can be quite competitive. You're not the only one looking for a bargain. You'll be competing against seasoned investors who have deep pockets and extensive experience in the field. In conclusion, tax deed investing can be a lucrative opportunity, but it's not without its risks. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but rather a long-term investment strategy that requires patience, knowledge, and a fair bit of courage. The key is to be informed, prepared, and always ready to seize the right opportunity. Want to dive deeper into the world of tax deeds and finances? The world of real estate is vast and complex, but it doesn't have to be intimidating. With the right guidance and information, you too can navigate this exciting landscape confidently. Imagine the thrill of winning a bid, the pride of owning a property, and the satisfaction of knowing you've made a wise investment. This isn't just a pipe dream, it's a tangible goal that's within your reach. But knowledge is power. The more you understand about tax deeds, the more you can turn this seemingly complicated process to your advantage. You'll be able to identify the best opportunities, avoid common pitfalls, and make informed decisions that could lead to significant financial gains. Here at Value Vortex, we're committed to providing you with the insights and expert advice you need. Our content is designed to demystify the world of tax deeds and real estate, offering practical tips and strategies that you can apply in your own investment journey. But we can't do this without you. Your support helps us create more of the content you love. So if you found our videos helpful and want to explore more topics like this, we invite you to join our community. Subscribe to our channel for more insights and advice. Let's work together to unlock the potential of real estate and transform dreams into reality.